Hello darts nuts, I've got another set of darts to review here. These are made by Powercore darts from Italy, and you can only buy these from Dart Locker in the UK. These are the new darts that have only just come out, called the Competizione series, and this particular model is the 23g Mugello. They're £34.99 and they're only available, as I say, from Darts Locker. They're a 90% tungsten dart. There's 3 different models in the range. There's the Imola, the Mugello, which is this one, and the Monza. Each model has 3 different weights, and the Mugello is 21, 23 and 25g. And they all have this power grip. It says, "You are going to face competition. You've got talent, training and determination to win by your side. Now you can count on your power grip too, another factor to improve yourself. The special machining and finish allow you to feel your darts like never before. Add value and power to your challenge with Powercore." Now I know that these darts have been worked on for quite some time to get the sort of dart that most dart players need, which is why they're a straight barrel dart, because that tends to be the most common dart. But the grip is really nice on them. For me, it's just about right for me, to be honest. It's not overly aggressive. It just has a nice feel to it. Gives the dart plenty of bite. But we'll talk about that in a minute. As you can see, the box comes in this rather nice, stylish, sporty style. And in case you didn't know, the name of the darts refer to Italian Formula 1 tracks. So you got Imola, Monza and Mugello. And you've got your Powercore Competizione flights on the darts. The shafts on the darts are Laro shafts. They're like a black smoke effect, like a black transparent, and they have the little lips, which are little like flight guides, so when you put your flight in, it lines up with the flight, and as it makes contact, it sort of like protects the edge of the flight of the dart that's in the board, or that's the theory. So they're a good shaft, the Laros, one of the better shafts out there. Also, it's an easy loading shaft. The tops of the shafts have got these little lips on, and it helps you locate the flight in nice and easy. Alright, so that's what you get. Let's have a quick close look at the barrels. Alright then, just have a quick close look at the darts, and then I'll pull for a detailed close look with all the measurements on. As you can see, the dart has got a tapered nose, and on the nose of the barrel it's got these quite wide grooves cut in, so that ring or a couple of rings near the nose is very grippy. So if you rest your finger there, you've got a nice amount of grip. And if you look at the barrel, you can see it's got 2 kinds of grip. The front section is like a wide ring grip, and the back is these very thin series of rings, and they've got a lateral cut down the barrel, which gives it a faceted style grip. But I'd say this front section is probably a medium style grip. I can feel all the edges of the grooves and that, so it's still got plenty of bite in it. It's probably where I'm going to be gripping it, so that's my natural grip. But this rear section of the barrel is a lot more grippy. I'd say that's like a high level grip, that. It just feels just comfortable. It's not like a overly aggressive grip, so there shouldn't be any miscues without having edges that are too sharply angled or anything. So you should have a nice amount of control there. Just fits around the size of your thumb as well, unless you've got little thumbs like, but I think mine are only a medium. But you can see how the lateral grooves are cut into the barrel. I'll just let you have a look at the barrel. And quite deeply cut as well, so that gives it a lot of grip. Obviously the light shines off the edges, so you should be able to see how deep that cut is. It's got quite a nice shape to the barrel. It's usually the kind of shape that I prefer. I think it's a nice grip. It's not too edgy, because sometimes when I find grips that are a little bit edgy, I miscue the dart a little bit as I'm throwing it, but this has a nice uniform feel throughout the barrel. And on the back of the barrel you've got your Powercore darts logo, and you've got your Laro shafts and your 150 micron Powercore flights. So I'll put a detailed close up now of the barrel. Alright, here's the close look at the Mugello 23 gram. The point is 26mm long, and there's a bit of a taper on the front of the barrel which is about 6.3mm wide, and then you've got a slightly wider ring section which is about 18mm wide, and then it goes into the series of thin rings, and that's about 21mm, and then there's a smooth section at the rear of the barrel with the logo, and that's 4.8mm. The overall length is 50mm and the widest part is 6.8mm. Right then, I'll just have a quick measure of the barrels. Alright, the length of the barrel is 50mm, and the widest part, it looks to be pretty even all throughout the length apart from the tapered nose. So 6.8, 6.84, that's probably 6.8mm. Obviously it's not easy to measure when you get on edges of rings and that, but I'd say the widest part is 6.8. So I'll just weigh the barrel. Right, that barrel weighs 23.21. That one weighs 23.13. And that one is 23.15. So it's just about 8 hundredths of a gram, so it's pretty close, but it must be harder to get darts closer to an exact weight when you've got all these cuts in. The full setup is 24.96 grams. by the balance point. It looks like it's going to be a even weighted dart, I should imagine. Let's see if I can get that right. Yeah, I'd say the balance point with nothing attached is just very slightly in front of the centre. And with the full setup of the shafts and flights, you've got bang in the middle, which is what you should expect really. It's just on that first set of thin grooved rings. So that's the look at the darts. A very nice grip pattern to them. Should give you plenty of assurance when you've got your when you're playing with the darts, I should say. It's a nice uniform grip. You can certainly feel all the edges to it, especially on these rare rings. They're like very thin, closely spaced, but then they have, I'd say, about maybe 2 or 3 millimeters in between each section, but you can feel it over the width of your thumb and your fingertips. So if you like a grippy dart and you hold it at the rear, then you should be well catered for. But even there at the front, for me, it's just got a nice level of grip. So we'll give them a throw and see how they go. I'm just going to have a few throws with the Powercore Competizione Mugello 23 gram darts. I'm using the setup just as it comes out of the box. The first impression that I get is the grip is more grippy than I thought actually. Just as I'm releasing the dart, I can feel the grip taking effect. I'm just holding it, it's probably just at the end of the halfway point, and it's on the wider gripped section. This part of the barrel I think is probably just a little bit too grippy for me, but it's just about right there. They're a nice easy dart to throw. You shouldn't have any problems at all with the grip on this. It's nice and uniform. Quite like the way they fly. It's just about the right balance for me, this tapered nose as well. The grip now almost has like a sticky feeling in your fingers, because you can feel all the edges of like the cuts and that. Hit the flight, that one. It's quite curious that I found that the darts fly better when I angle just before the drawback, and I got the angle of the dart like that and then throw it. They seem to be flying better that way for me, as opposed to holding it parallel to the ground. Yeah, it's unusual that I'm holding it at an angle like that, but the landing in the board, in the board, quite horizontal, so yeah, 3 ones. I think most people are probably going to like this grip. It just gives you a nice level of control throughout the barrel. Possibly a little bit too grippy for some though. Alright, there you go, the Powercore Competizione Mugello 23g dart. It's a very nice looking dart. Quality of the machining seems just fantastic actually. There's no like rough edges to the cuts. It's all nice, clean and sharp. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.